Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily checkity check for whoever's tuning in and whenever you're tuning in. See what messages come through, what we need to know, what we need to know. Chamunda is the Kali card. It came in reading hard card not to remember. That definitely leaves a indelible impression. All right, Chamunda number 31. Her unerring instinct for spiritual protection arises spontaneously, even when we do not realize we need it. Sometimes we don't realize just how far we've become entangled in that which is not good for us. We do not realize we need Kali's powerful intervention. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Holding the space for an inner or outer conflict to be resolved involves discipline. Chamunda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline needed to conquer a difficult situation. She is with you now. It's so interesting. Halfway through reading that description, I was tuning into Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Feeling that there's a balance. Maybe you've been in your masculine energy more lately, doing, getting things done, a very focused energy. And I'm getting to invite some balance with that masculine and feminine energy. The feminine, this isn't gender related, this is energy related. So if you've been in that doing, focusing, getting tasks done, maybe consciously shifting into being energy, allowing receptive energy, slowing down a little bit, that there's no rush. Allow yourself to be right here, right now, and give yourself space to be, just be. All right, that feels nice. So this is a general reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. I want to thank all of you for your lovely comments and support. I really appreciate all of you. So in the past, Page of Swords in reverse. Getting from this, in the past, there was it's like it's two ways I'm seeing this is a lack of being able to speak your truth. And also I'm getting split thinking. It's kind of like you created there's the actual world that you lived in, since this is in past energy. And then it's almost like a fictional version, a fantasy version. You might have done this in childhood, to escape a difficult childhood. Where you weren't allowed to have your own point of view, that everyone had to agree. There was like one person in the family that gets to decide what the family values are. And I'm definitely getting a masculine energy. This could be feminine as well. But it's like one person gets to decide the energy of the family. There's no room for dissent, because if someone perceives things differently, it feels like it creates an ego issue, that this energy, whoever set the energy of your family, everyone has to agree, because there's underlying, even though this person might have come off as very confident because they're demanding, controlling the family and how things are perceived, it's really, this person is very insecure at heart, because if you feel confident within yourself, then you don't need to have everybody agree with you. You invite different opinions. Okay. This is just backing up what I'm saying. Feels like in the past you had spent a lot of time in your past around people who were not comfortable in their emotions, who were emotionally manipulative. You might have mirrored and matched some of this energy yourself, maybe unconsciously, maybe consciously. Being in this energy, not being able to speak your truth, not being allowed to have your own opinion and way of seeing things, not understanding emotions, maybe judging emotions as well, made it very difficult for new ideas, new inspired ideas. It makes it difficult to learn a different way of being. So what I'm getting is a very stuck way of being. And the control and fear keeps everybody returning to this cycle. But something in the past happened, and I feel like you got a inspired idea. You could see things, you could see your behavior, and you could see others. Maybe you saw others' behavior first and realized, oh my gosh, I can't ignore this. And then it helped you see how you were co-creating in this energy and taking part in it. It feels like you realize there's no way I can be myself and find success and happiness within this type of structure. You might have at first asked permission from those around you if you could, be yourself, shine your own light. And it feels like the more you found out about yourself, the more you took your power away. At some point, you might have given your power over to these people. And feels codependent. And at some point you realize, I don't want to be controlled by others. I don't want to be controlled by my fears. I want to hold my own light. I don't want others to need others to fuel me with light. How can I sustain my own energy, my own light? I feel like this is a calling that a lot of people had, whether you call it ascension, consciousness, whatever you want to call this, a desire to be yourself. Not being able to tolerate something that you might have, like a system and a way of being and connections, it feels like it became intolerable at some point. In current energy is the Tower in reverse. Getting someone trying to avoid a Tower in current energy. Someone holding on to something that was built, whether this is ideas, perceptions, beliefs, or maybe excuse me, maybe connections, maybe way of being. And it feels like a resisting change. Ooh, that feels really resonant. Someone in current energy is resisting change, would rather continue to grow and build on faulty foundations and faulty beliefs than have to do the difficult work of experiencing a complete collapse of a system and having to start over with creating a solid foundation. I think we've all been in that energy, like realizing that something is over, something is not working, but it just feels very painful. It might be very painful to the ego to be perceived by others as failing at something, that something didn't work. Gasp. All right. Boy, there's this split in current energies. Oh, okay. You might be, at the beginning I was saying in your masculine energy. And doing. And maybe part of that is, could be, use your discernment, trying to avoid disruption, trying to avoid a tower. It's like you're staying so busy to try to control things so they don't fall apart. How can it's like you've got a picture that if you're not there to pay attention and to drive whatever this is that you're doing home, that it'll collapse. The invitation is to invite your feminine energy in, your feminine energy that is being, that is, has that spark of energy, allowing the universe to come in and help you, whether it's Chamunda, inviting Chamunda to come in and help you. So this is Kali, an emanation of Kali, inviting Kali in, whoever your spirit guides are, whoever you, right now you're thinking, that's who I would go to. That's who you go, that's your go-to. Connecting with them, communicating, being in that energy. Because what I'm getting is that you've been doing a lovely job doing things, but it feels like you might be a little stuck in that masculine gear, and Spirit is saying, allow that divine feminine energy to come in and be receptive, because there are energies who want to come in and help you. You don't have to do this alone. I think you've been in a mental prison. Ooh, a jumper. Mental prison of I'm alone. I have to do this all by myself. I always do things by myself. I can do, maybe I need to prove that I don't need anybody. And the universe is like, hey, we would love to help you. The universe's help can come in with energies, feelings of ease and surrender, peace, letting go of attaching to some type of outcome, people showing up who want to help you. Are you like, no, I can do it myself? Or are you open in that feminine receptive energy? Yes, I would love help. That would be fantastic. There's right now, it feels like your energy, your feminine energy, if you can be with it and allow yourself to tune into your feminine energy, is very attractive right now. It just feels like if you allow that energy to flow consciously during your day, you know, just being, maybe meditate, quiet the mind, allow yourself to be very present, then it looks like that allows energies to come in. Getting a picture of people knocking on your door. How can I help you? I want to help you. They want to help you. For some of you, this will help you move your energy forward. And for some of you, it helps you move a project forward. And for some of you, it helps you move literally. If you are working on moving jobs, moving home, location. Wow. I love this. Do less. Be more. Appreciate that masculine. It feels like you have been really running that divine masculine energy, and it's been fantastic. Feels very strong. It feels the masculine energy is very capable, keeping track of what's going on. It also feels very protective. Feels like your masculine, divine masculine energy has been asserting your healthy boundaries. I'm also getting that there's some energy, that protective energy that you might have assigned to your masculine energy could use some help. Your masculine energy might be feeling a little bit hyper vigilant, waiting for whatever that is, like just at the ready, feeling a little attacked. And so I'm getting that you can work with energies like Chamunda, Kali, who are protective. So your masculine energy doesn't have to do this alone either. So you have protection. You might not even know or be conscious of how, if you invite these divine energies to intercede on your behalf, to help you, to help divinely protect you, divinely guide you, that these energies will clear a path and clear what you might see as foes before they even become a problem. It feels, energetically, it's like if you're constantly at the ready and waiting for someone, then energetically you are inviting others to a battle. So there's something here about releasing and giving that I'm in a battle scenario over to spirit, so you can clear that masculine energy of such a fight or flight type of way of being. It feels like your masculine energy underappreciated, overworked, and exhausted. So maybe your masculine energy needs that feminine energy too, needs feminine energy to create a loving, safe space, a space of appreciation, safety, security. So your masculine energy can rest, have a break. Okay. So in the center of your reading, your higher self, it's in that Two of Wands. Again, I'm getting moving forward. You're about ready to take action. You're still feels like you might feel or perceive as being a little stuck, not ready to fully move forward with some plans. But it feels like you have a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. I'm getting a real explorer vibe from this person. Magellan, Marco Polo, that type of thing. Someone traveling to something very new and different for them. Feel like you have explored within, like new territories within yourself. And now as you're kind of spiraling out into your world and bringing a new you want to have some adventures with this new you. New you, new way of being. Let's investigate this world. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy. Some of you have some purpose, feeling a lot of purpose coming from this. Yeah, again, I'm getting to not be as defensive And how can you get less defensive and more trusting with co-creating with the universe? Do you have belief systems that are keeping you cloistered and separated from others? I get the feeling you've created really healthy boundaries. And then I've also see some beliefs that keep you very isolated and defensive. And so your higher self is saying, hey, let's let some of this guard down. You've been doing all this work and all this healing, not so you could finish some type of task, but so you could really enjoy where you're at. You're not trying to get somewhere and then I'll be happy. It's this guy hasn't even left the house yet. And so the message is, can he find access to his joy and his happiness here when he's at the door leaving? When he's traveling, can he be at home and happy then? How can he carry as much as possible the joy of being? That's that feminine energy. Carrying that with him, not trying to wait until when I get to whatever this goal is that you have, whatever this idea is, that once I get that, then I will be happy. Then it feels like you're creating a block to your own happiness. The universe is like, okay, you won't be happy until that happens. So it's like you're creating a block to your own happiness. All right. Some of you might be feeling a little unstable right now. Feel like you're getting used to a new you and a new way of being. Finding your stability. And it does feel again like some of you might be experiencing this as something that you need to fix, that something's wrong, instead of how can I enjoy where I'm at? How can I bring some play into this? How can I lighten it up a little bit? Speaking of lightening it up a little bit, 10 of Wands, a burden. Your challenge right now is to end a cycle and let go of things that are burdening you, ideas that are burdening you, perceptions, beliefs that are really slowing you down and making it difficult for you to end a cycle. I'm hearing this is temporary. If you're feeling that exhaustion and that you've been doing a lot of the work, especially that masculine energy that I'm tuning into, like I feel like this person has such a focus in their masculine energy that they can't rest until they get to their destination. And I get that. I love that focus, that determination. Feel like there's just some room to, how can we support your masculine energy? How can you support your masculine energy? Are you being hard on your masculine energy? Like you're not doing it. I'm not doing it fast enough. I'm not seeing everything. not getting everything done. Things aren't going, instead of like praising yourself, look how much I've accomplished. This is fantastic. I'm very strong. I'm very capable. I'm very focused. I know I'm going to get to my destination. Feels like there might be a critic. You might be criticizing yourself. Maybe that's one of the burdens you're ready to release. And again, I'm getting, boy, the messages are starting to repeat that that running masculine energy and very little feminine energy has helped you release some emotional attachments and kind of guarding your heart. The bummer with that, man, is that there you might miss really beautiful energies with that focus on whatever it is you've been focusing on. There are gifts, loving, heart-centered people and situations that you might be missing. New opportunities to create stability and balance. It's not going to look, your finding stability and balance is not going to look like it did in the past. New you, new way of doing things. So not trying to recreate the past, but inviting new ways of being, new ways of creating stability and security and safety, new ways of inviting in finances, that it's not just about doing, but really abundance is going into your feminine energy and allowing abundance to flow to you. So there's some type of balance that you're figuring out. You're figuring out a new way of running your energy. You're realizing that you've got the key. I get the feeling that you've been feeling for quite some time now, maybe a little left out, a little isolated, a little abandoned. This feels like it's coming to the end, especially with shifting your energy to holding your own light. Then you're going to attract people who are very similar instead of needing others. Others won't be able to emotionally manipulate you as much because you're not needing someone else's light to feel whole. You will be holding your own light. So yes, it's wonderful to belong and have a community, have close connections, but when it's paired with a neediness, then that's when you are susceptible to codependency or dependency, and feel like this happiness, this carrying your own light, this being your more and more yourself has been at the center of what you've been doing. Challenge right now is figuring out when to stand your ground and when not to. Yeah, that seems pretty fair. When do I stand up and assert myself, and that's that wisdom that I was talking about, and Chamunda, the sensu, art of war kind of vibe, is having a wisdom. It feels like your divine masculine energy is maturing and not always gonna fight, and because it's not in its ego, just realizing when to assert itself and when is not the right time. It feels like masculine energies right now are making a huge shift. Wow. Okay. Oh, some of you, a challenge might be when you're in your masculine energy, when you are interested in someone else, you might be more assertive, more going after, more chasing type of energy. And feels like that is being looked at. That's coming up for review. That might be too aggressive for some, if you're just in your masculine energy. There's some type of balance here of being receptive and allowing and trusting that you're in your attraction, trusting in your ability to magnetize others who are right for you to you, instead of trying to hunt whoever you're interested in. There's just some there's something very interesting there. That might just be for a few of you. And again, another message to quiet your mind, to you won't miss anything. As a matter of fact, when you are in that feminine energy, then you can really see clearly what needs focus and attention and what doesn't. Just wide open. So I think that's the energy that I'm getting, is just space. Creating some quietness, some stillness within your energy, within your thoughts, within your body. There's a real call to allow your body to experience being calm and at ease. Yep, that's all I'm getting. All right, so that's your reading. I hope this helped you. Love your comments if you want to share where this resonated or how this resonated with you. And don't forget to like this video. If you're still with me, still listening, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, take care. Bye.